YouTube, man, y'all know we are at no shortage of having Dragon Ball games. From Sparking Zero to Fighters to Breakers to Kakarot. We got all those games, and the funnest game I played after all these years of those games that I've announced, because I play every single last game I just mentioned to you I played, and the most fun I've had has been with Gekishin Squadra, and I'm not making that up. I enjoy this game, and I'm explaining to you why in this video, and why you should play it, and why more people should play it. First of all, the game made me realize I don't think I hate MOBAs as much as I thought I did. But why this game beats most MOBAs is because it don't take an hour and 2.5 hours and stuff. It's still fun. It still got Dragon Ball Flash to it. You can do spirit bombs and death balls and explosions. You see them do team combos and beat people up. All the stuff you want from Dragon Ball, but in mobile form, and the game's max out at 15 minutes. Meaning, that's the longest a game could take, and I played over 100 matches so far, and I have not seen a game get to 15 minutes. I haven't seen one time out yet, one time over. The longest game I've seen has been 8 minutes, and it felt like it took a long time, and it was only 8 minutes. So the game is a really good pace, so it's not boring at all. You'll play it and you'll like it. And you're not just fighting for kills, even though that's fun, but you fighting for like map control, like objectives, and it's even bosses that show up on the map, different people, bosses like Nappa and all that type of stuff that you got to kill that affect the outcome of the match and then make your match better. It can help you win. So each match, you know, can be different. You can shift the outcome based on those extra things you can do. It's not all about just killing people and doing the damage. So the core of the game is built around 3 hero roles. You got your damage attack types. Those, you get 2 of those per team. So those people, you got your attack types. You got tanks. Everybody know what a tank is. If you don't know what a tank is, that's a person that just eats damage. They absorb a lot of damage, and they built to live long. So they are a little more durable. They like the defensive person. We got some tanks. We got technicals. Technicals do a lot of different stuff. The technical people are kind of the most difficult if you don't understand them right away. It take you a little longer to get them. Attack is straightforward. You pick them and you just kill people. You do damage, whatever. But the technicals, some of them heal, some of them buff, some of them control the field, some of them got different stuff like hit. He can teleport. He's an assassin. He do a lot of hit stuff. So in every match, you level up your person in real time. You unlock strong abilities for them and all that stuff, and eventually you get like your Gekishin burst with certain people. What that does is let you transform, or you get like a temporary power surge, or you get like a super or whatever. And the supers are crazy. You know, death balls and all that stuff. When you level it up all the way, you can wipe a whole team with it. And the way you level up is you gotta farm energy, and you do that because it's different enemies that sit on the map, like different NPCs or whatever. They attack you. They don't do too much damage, but if you don't watch out, they can kill you, and they can get in your way when you're trying to kill others. But you gotta kill them, farm that energy, and level up. And it's even gods of destruction that show up on the map. Those are the bosses that you gotta defeat. You know, it's like raid style type encounters you have with them in the middle of matches. You beat them and your team get, you know, boosts and map advantages, all type of stuff that happens. And the thing is about this game, even though it's Dragon Ball and it'll tempt you to go forward and just rush into a fight and get the kills, but actually what sets this game apart is the strategy. Like, certain strategies matter more than others. Do you go fight these people in front of you, or do you go attack the boss? You know, smart teams kind of rotate toward the bosses or control zones, or sometimes they bait fights around certain objectives to get those certain kills, because if you have the time when you kill the person. So you can go for kills, but if they respawn right away, and you know their respawn's only like 10 seconds at the beginning, it's not gonna really do much. But if you kind of wait until Zeno comes to block their god of destruction, and then you kill them, then you get free shots on their god of destruction, and it helps you to win the match much better. So strategy is much more important. So if you're a strategist, if you're not just about that spark and zero life where you just want to press square and get through the game, this really is the game for you, because the matches flow more like a tactical push than like an arcade duel. It's more like positioning, roll synergy, timing the burst. It's not just raw stats, just running there, pressing X and square and just killing everybody. Even though it feels like that when you go up against somebody like fucking Cooler. And they definitely got the fan service in the game, because every hero got a custom entrance, a fighter animation, a finisher animation, where you know, once you beat up a person with your rush attack, it'll show a little cutscene really quick where you do some crazy combo and knock them out. So it really feels like you're still doing Dragon Ball stuff, even though it's MOBA style. You got different skins, all type of different stuff. None of the stuff is watered down. Like, you see a big bang attack, you can see it from a mile away if it's leveled up. You'll see people getting murdered. You see a death ball, it'll be the same death ball Frieza blew up Planet Vegeta with. I'm telling you, some of this stuff is just that they put some work into this game. It looks simple. It looks like it's just a mobile kind of weak game, but they put a lot of work and a lot of time into this. I enjoy this game. And if you're coming from like other MOBAs and all that stuff, the meta, I would think feels similar. I did a little research on MOBA just to see, and it's similar, but this feels better because Dragon Ball. But it's the same stuff that helps you win those, helps you win here. So you get like a tank to make sure you hold off the aggressive people, you know, the technical trying to heal or debuff or do his thing. And then, you know, you got the 2 damage people just to go out there and get the kill. But what the best type of strategy right now, I've noticed, the good teams usually rotate early for the first boss spawn and you get that boss out the way. And most of the time, Nappa's the first boss, if I'm correct. If I remember this right, most of the time it's Nappa, sometimes it's 16, but I know those are the first 2 that definitely show up, Nappa and 16. And you kill them, get them out the way, your team gets buffed, and that helps immensely. It helps like crazy. Like, it's not good to just tunnel vision for the kills, because then you get stuck into pointless fights, and then that's how you end up losing, because you don't notice that the other team has rotated to the boss while you're just trying to fight a person. So winning teams, what I noticed they do is they farm energy, they transform, and they control the objectives more than just chasing like the fight. I used to fall in that trap, just chasing the fight and trying to kill them as much as possible. No, it's kind of better to farm that energy and get up there, because every hero scales like mid-match with EXP. So comebacks and stuff are possible, but you got to make sure nobody on your team is under-leveled and weak. And honestly, me personally, I've been waiting for another team game since Battle of Z. People didn't like that game. I love that game, and that's probably why I love this game, because it gives me a taste of Battle of Z. That teamwork that you had to do in that game, the strategy, because it wasn't just fighting. It was fun, but you had to pick your class and then work with what you were doing, and I like that in Battle of Z. And this kind of gives me a sense of that. So the game, I think, is great. It just, the only problem I've seen with the game so far is sometimes if people don't ready up, it sends you back to the menu. Like, you can't start a game with less than those 8 people. So if you're at 7 and somebody looking at their phone, the match won't start. That's one of the worst things I've seen in the game so far. Everything else is good. I get a game a 10 out of 10. Now, that's my personal opinion, but if I had to be professional about it, I would give it a high score, a 8 or a 9 out of 10, to be honest. The only reason I say not 10 out of 10 because it's a really simple game, you know. So I would give it 8, something like that. But if it had like greater cutscenes and all that type of stuff, it'd be 10 out of 10 a game. It's a real good game. So long story short, man, if you love Dragon Ball and you wanted something a little different, not just mash a button, you kind of want to have a strategy but still have Dragon Ball, but still have that flash and have those explosions and everything, but play with a little more strategy and not have to learn crazy combos and stuff. Because I hear that's a lot of complaints with people with certain games. They didn't like Fighters, they didn't like Sparky Zero, because they want to see Dragon Ball stuff, but they don't have to learn these combos and stuff. This is the perfect game for you. You could play this game and you'll get everything you need out of it. I'm telling you, this is the game to play, and I want more people to play it and get good at it so I can have better partners, because I plan on playing this a lot more. I plan on streaming it a lot more. So because of me being on here more, you got to get on here more and you got to get good. So when I team up with you, you don't throw the match. I get sick of you people throwing my matches. So that's it with the video. You already know I'm going to be streaming the game, streaming under the same name. My Twitch is the same as my YouTube. It's the same thing. I have people come in there, shout me out, show some love, type in the chat, whatever. If you do stop by the stream, just start that conversation with people in the chat. I like my stream, I like my chat to talk to me, talk to each other, get the chat moving, because it makes the whole experience more fun. But until then, I'll see y'all in my Twitch, see y'all in the chat. I need to see y'all in the game.
He's a maniac, the lover boy maniac. He's a maniac, but I
Just eat.
Finish it.